What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of Tell Me, episode 4 here. Happy New Year, everybody. Had a good day yesterday. If you tell me, you probably cashed in. We're 3-0. We hit our play of the day again yesterday for the third day in a row. Since we started this show, we are 3-0 on the pick of the day. Yesterday, we rocked with the Denver Nuggets, and they covered the spread. They got it done at home, just like we thought they were going to do. But yeah, quick recap yesterday. The Knicks, man, they look good. OG looked really good. I like what I saw with the Knicks yesterday. They pulled off the upset. Hopefully, you guys tailed that. The Cleveland Cavaliers, we missed by half a point. Them boys fell short. Lost by 3, man. Really close. Rockets got it done like we thought. The Pacers pulled off the upset. My guy, Halliburton, you already know. Suns got it done. The Trailblazers didn't cover, but the Suns did win. Like I said, the Suns were going to win regardless. So if you took the Suns money line, you did cash in on that. The Mavericks let us down. Kyrie and Luka couldn't get it done. Utah does ball at the crib. You know that they be balling when they're at the crib. And, Miami, it was a close game, but ultimately the LA Clippers pulled through at the end and got it done, and the Heat didn't cover. So we went 5 for 8 yesterday. Not a bad day at all. We're looking to keep the streak going. We're above 500 every day. We're 3-0 on our pick of the day. If there's anything that I might be updating, let's say if I like a change at the end of the night before the game start, right before the game start, I'll be making any updates on Twitter. You can guys on X or whatever. You guys can follow me on there at Tell Me if you want, and I'll be making any updates, late minute updates on there. So yeah, guys, appreciate you all for supporting, staying tuned in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And let's get right into today's NBA action. So first up, we got first game of the night. We got the Bulls and the 76ers playing in Philly tonight. Joel Embiid is back. I'm going to keep this one real quick and easy. And I believe this is going to be my play of the day. Is going to be the 76ers at home minus the 10.5. I think they're going to win nice tonight. Last 2 times they played, the Bulls won. They just played on Saturday night in Chicago. No Embiid, and Chicago ended up winning. We did take them that night. And then they played previously before that in Philly, and Chicago beat them as well. So I think this is a revenge game for the Sixers. Embiid's coming back tonight. There is no Melton tonight for the Philly 76ers, but I still think it's going to be a huge night for Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. So give me the Sixers as my play of the day, minus 10.5. Next game up, we got the Spurs playing in Memphis. Man, you already know this is obviously I'm going to go with the Memphis Grizzlies as a bounce back game for them because we had them 2 nights ago was it against the Kings, and they didn't come through for us. That was my coin toss game of the day that day. Tonight is not a coin toss. The Grizzlies win this game for sure. I just don't know if I really am super comfortable laying 11.5. It is a little bit steep. The Spurs could possibly keep this game close. We've seen that they can keep games close. We've also seen that they can get ran out of the gym. So definitely Grizzlies money line. If you're going to take a parlay, absolutely. If you're going to run with the points, if you have the nuts to roll with 11.5, you can lay the Grizzlies in 11.5. I lean towards the Grizzlies in minus 11.5. I think they could cover. Playing against a bad Spurs team on a bounce back game after they got their doors blown off by the Kings. I think Ja Morant and them do come back out tonight. He has got a couple of more days of rest. He was feeling a little under the weather. So Grizzlies money line for sure. And if you wanted to tease the game down, you can get them at the Grizzlies minus 8.5 or minus 9. You can get it. You can tease it like 2 points and still get them at like minus 180, which is still some pretty good odds. So next game up, we've got the Nets playing against the Pelicans in New Orleans. I believe this one's going to be short and easy for me as well. I'm going to go with the Pelicans laying the points at home. If you wanted to take the points, if you're going to take a parlay today, I would take the Pelicans money line. Either way, I think they cover. We don't trust the Nets on the road. We've seen what they can do on the road, and they don't really cover on the road. And we know that the Pelicans play their best basketball at home. So let's just take a look real quick. The Pelicans, New Orleans, where are you? The Pelicans here. They are 11-7 against the spread at home. So I definitely think, and they're 7-7 on the road. They are 18-14 for the season. Yeah, man. So I definitely think the Pelicans get it done tonight. Zion, Brandon Ingram's been balling lately. Uh, McCollum's been back in the lineup. I don't see any injuries around New Orleans right now at this moment. So, with that being said, no, Trey Murphy is game time decision. He kind of makes a difference. I like Trey Murphy. He's a solid 15, 20 points every night. And he just does a lot for that team. He's questionable, knee injury. I believe he probably plays. Um, but the main thing is none of the big three are out tonight. So, yeah, I take the better team at home. Give me the Pelicans tonight. Next game up, going to be the best game of the night. The Celtics versus the Thunder in OKC. The Thunder Dogs tonight getting 2.5 at home. They have been on a freaking tear lately, man. They've been rolling, and I don't see any reason why we're going to keep why we would fade them right now. So I'm gonna roll with the Thunder Dogs tonight, man. You're gonna give them 2.5 points at home. We saw what they just did to the Denver Nuggets in Denver, and then they just played what last night against who did they play? 2 nights ago, I mean, they played who did they play? It was last night. It was my play of the day, 2 days ago. Who did they play? I forgot. Oh Lord. Thunder. They played the Nuggets. Oh, they played on Friday night. They didn't play Saturday. No, they didn't. They didn't play. Oh, they played on Sunday. I'm sorry. They played against the Nets, and then so they beat the Denver Nuggets in Denver, and then they went home and beat the crap out of the Brooklyn Nets in OKC. They're staying home. They've had a day rest. Boston has to come into OKC and try and beat them boys, and we already know that Boston on the road. I mean, obviously they're the best team in the league right now, but I wouldn't even, I guess you can kind of make the argument like that, you know, OKC is right there with them, right? I mean, because Boston, yeah, they have the best record in the league. They're 26-6, but OKC is number 4 in the league right now, 22-9. Only Milwaukee and Minnesota in front of them. So I mean, OKC has been balling. They're number 2 in the West, going up against number 1 in the East, and I think that they can absolutely pull this game off at home. So if you're going to give me some points, like I said with the Thunder at home, I'm going to take them. SGA has been rolling. Giddy, I like what I'm seeing from J Dub and they got the X factor, man. Chet, I think they're gonna match. He's gonna match up well tonight with Porzingis. I think he does a little bit more. He's a little more mobile. But Porzingis is. I like what I've been seeing from him this season, and he's been looking good with Boston. I think they're gonna stick Drew Holiday on SGA, try and make it difficult for him. Because Drew Holiday's a lockdown defender, but there is just no stopping SGA at this moment. He's an MVP candidate right now, and give me SGA and the Thunder Dogs, getting the W tonight at home. The Celtics, all 6 of their losses this season have come on the road. They're undefeated at home, but on the road, they're not so great. So I'm rolling with the team that's on fire right now. Give me the Thunder. Next game up, we got the Magic playing in the Bay against the Golden State Warriors. Warriors laying 3.5 at home. I don't get this. Magic are a better team. They have been better all season. The Warriors cannot get it together right now. I don't know what's going on with them, but they cannot get it together right now. So I'm not about to go lay 3.5 with the Warriors against the better Magic team. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna parlay it, um, I take I take the points. I take the Magic straight up. If you're just thinking of a nice play, I'm running with the Magic for sure tonight with the points. They're a better team, and you're giving them 3.5. They've been balling. Warriors have been in a slump, and I don't see them getting out of it anytime soon. We got a couple of game time decision for the Orlando Magic. Markelle Fultz, game time decision. He might play finally. He hasn't been there for a while, but they've been hooping without him. So that I don't think that really makes a difference right now, whether he plays or he doesn't. And Joe Ingles is game time decision. So obviously, they played a couple of games without him, and they've still been balling. But Joe Ingles and Markelle Fultz, obviously, they make a difference on that team. They play well. So either way, if they play or they don't play, they're not the main guys on that team. Markelle Fultz, well, he was a starter, but I like what I've been seeing from the rest of the guys so far. They've been balling without Fultz. So Joe Ingles been coming off the bench. So I don't see any injuries, any main injuries for Orlando tonight. Banchero, Wagner, Wendell, Suggs. I think they get it done tonight against Golden State. They play good defense. They're a tall team. Golden State is a little undersized, and they play good defense. They're long, wingspan, so good perimeter defense. My only thing is just with them being able to put up enough shots to keep up with the Golden State Warriors if the Golden State Warriors are on, but they haven't been on in quite a few games now. So I'm going to keep riding the cold streak, the cold hand. I'm going to fade the Warriors tonight, and I'm going to go with the Magic and the points. Next game up, last game of the evening, we got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Sacramento Kings. Well, the Kings taking on the Charlotte Hornets in Sacramento tonight. And, I love the Kings to win this game, obviously, but I don't think the money line obviously isn't going to be worth it with a spread like this. The Kings right now are minus 2,000. So obviously that doesn't pay anything if you were to take them on a money line. But 15.5 is just a little bit too steep for me. Can the Kings blow them out of the gym? Absolutely. Charlotte just played last night. We just saw they played on the road, and now they have to go and play on the road again tonight on a back-to-back. They played Denver last night, and I guess they kept it close to halftime. It was a tie game at halftime, and then the Nuggets just pulled away with a 20-point lead, something like that, close to it. And then now they got to go to from Denver to Sacramento. And it's crazy. Denver's the better team, right? They're better than Sacramento, and they were laying 14.5 last night. Now the Kings are laying 15.5 tonight. So it's another point. And, the Hornets, they really got nothing going for them right now. I guess Terry Rozier is trying to keep them alive, but they got 7 wins. They're just a really bad team. The Kings are 19-12. Let's just check their ATS for a second. The Kings, Sacramento, yeah, they're 8-8 ATS at home, and they're 9-6 on the road. They're 17-14 for the season ATS. And let's just check out Charlotte real quick. Charlotte, they are 6-9 on the road. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna go with Charlotte and the bad team on the back-to-back on the road. I'm probably not gonna bet this game just because the money line is not going to pay anything, and I don't really want to lay 15.5. But I do think that they will cover the 15.5 if you are thinking about it. I wouldn't run with the Hornets. The Kings, they average a lot of points. They're like the second highest or top 5. Let me see right now. The Hornets. The Kings. Okay, so they are averaging. The Kings are averaging 118 points a game. They're 8th in the league in scoring, while Charlotte is 27th in the league in scoring as far as points per game go. They're averaging 108 points per game. Now they got to play in Sacramento, where Sacramento plays their best ball. And Sacramento at home, they're averaging 121 points a game, while Charlotte on the road is averaging 110 points on the road. So yeah, I guess there is a possibility that the Hornets could keep it close, but I don't really see it. Not my favorite play of the day. Probably won't take this game, but if you were, like I said, I guess you can run with the Kings and the points, or you can probably tease it down. Let me see where you can get some good odds if you were to tease the game down a couple of points just to play it on the safe side. Like I said, I think the Kings could definitely roll them out of the gym tonight, but Yeah, you can tease them down as low as 12 points. This is on Hard Rock Bet app. You might be different on a couple of other betting sites depending on what you're using. But here on Hard Rock, I can get them down as low as 12 points, which I feel comfortable, a little more comfortable with that. It's minus 210 if you were going to parlay it with something. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today for my picks. I do have a couple of player props that I do like today. Embiid is back tonight. I love Embiid. No Mountain tonight. I love Tyrese Maxey for some player points. I also love tonight Brandon Ingram for 25 plus. He's minus 115 for 25 plus points if you were thinking about that one. And probably my favorite prop of the day is Jason Tatum is minus 170 for 25 plus. So those are just a couple of props that we were coming up with right now. And, like I said, if there's going to be any changes in anything that I said here in this video tonight, you can stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter, X, and any updates, any changes, anything that I like, anything I'll be scratching, I'll be posting on there so you guys can stay tuned. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Tell me, don't fail me. Let's make some money tonight.